Hello, BookTube. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth. Happy New Year. I hope you are doing fantastic at this first week of January. Today is Saturday, January 5th, and I'm super excited to be here. It's been a couple of weeks since I've had time to do a video. We have been super busy here, and things are going great. I have gotten a lot of reading done, both in December and also already in January. I had kind of wanted to make this video a Friday Reads / January TBR, but I have not yet figured out how to get my photos off of my camera or off my phone and into my computer or the cloud or whatever. So literally I have less than 10 minutes to film a video right now on my phone. So we're going to go through these kind of quick. I thought for this video I would just show you what I've been reading so far for this first week of January and what I'm currently reading, and then I'll do a separate video for the rest of my January TBR, and then I've got to go back and do some wrap-ups. I did several challenges in December and just in the last several weeks, and there's just a lot of things that I want to do videos about, and so those will be coming hopefully slowly but surely. I hope you will stay tuned. So for now though, let me tell you about what I've read so far since January 1st. Now, on the very first day of January, I listened to 3 audiobooks. I was doing a lot of stuff around the house, and I didn't start out the day thinking I was going to listen to 3 books, but it turns out they were all very short, and it just worked out well. So I wanted to start out the year with something uplifting and motivational, and what I started with was actually a reread. It's called Having a Martha Home the Merry Way by Sarah May, and it is narrated on audio by C.S.E. Cooney. I have listened to this and read some of it in print last year. I tried to do the challenges and I didn't get very far because our house is in such chaos right now with all the renovations. So I will get them done. I will. But right now, I just wanted to read something that I knew would be uplifting, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Then, after that, I listened to a novella that is by J.A. Jance. It's the next book in the J.P. Beaumont series. It's book 20.5, and it turns out it is a New Year's themed novella, or it's set at New Year's. It is called Ring in the Dead, and it is just a quick little book. I think it was less than 2 hours, an hour and 55 minutes, and it's kind of a prequel. Beau, who is our main character, he is reminiscing about one of his, I think his first partner as a detective, and tells a story about a case, and an old case that they worked on, and it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I wish it had been longer. I would have definitely enjoyed more. And then I listened to a 1 hour and 10-minute book that was on Audible, and I did this for one of the challenges that Sarah from Steeped in Books is doing. She's introduced a challenge this year on the Audible Romance package to read 2 a month out of different categories. So this month she drew out 2 categories out of the 24 that she chose for the year, and one was political. So for that book, I chose Franklin Loves Lucy by Mary Matthews, and this was just a quick little book about the love affair of FDR and Lucy Mercer, who was originally hired to be his wife's social secretary, and they began this long, many-year affair. Well, I think it went on for a long time, and then she eventually got married, and then when her husband died, she came back to FDR and was with him when he died. And so I didn't particularly enjoy it, mainly because, well, a couple of reasons. Mainly because I'm not a fan of adultery, so that, is not really something that I enjoy reading about. However, I fully knew going into it that that's what it was going to be about, and it is a well-known historical fact that this affair happened, so it was really just, reading about history. But I didn't enjoy the narrator either. The narrator seemed to be a bit monotone. And it could have also been the writing style. It was very basic. I mean, it was only an hour and 10 minutes. So there's not a lot you can do in an hour and 10 minutes. And maybe if it had been expanded on a little bit more, maybe there could have been a little bit more embellishment to it. maybe. I don't know. It was okay. And I was kind of glad that it was short. I was able to knock out that challenge and be done with it. And then I can move on to something else that I will enjoy. So those 3 I listened to on the first day of January. I also started a print book that day, which I then finished a day or 2 later. In fact, I read most of this book all in one day. This is The Christmas Star by Donna VanLiere. I'll tell you more about this later. It was delightful. I absolutely loved it. All the feels. Definitely, well, I say all the feels, but not sad ones, really. So not all the feels, but good feels. It was not sad like the Christmas shoes. It was delightful, and I absolutely loved it. I got this from a Goodreads giveaway. So this is an advanced reader copy, and at some point I do plan to get a finished copy in hardcover to go with my set of Donna VanLiere books. Then I just realized I checked out a hard copy of Ring of the Dead from the library so I could show you the actual book, and I forgot about it. So there's that. Then the other print book I actually just finished yesterday. Actually, I skimmed the last few chapters last night going to sleep, and then I actually read them today. I'm kind of legalistic about that. Anyway, I wanted to have it done by the end of December 4th, which is the last day of the holiday book bingo, because I want to count this for one of the challenges. So I finished it well enough and then went back and reread it, the last few chapters today. This is The 9 Lives of Christmas by Sheila Roberts. My friend Kristin from Vintage Kristin gave me this book in a lovely package a couple months ago, so this is going to count for that challenge, which is to read a book that was gifted to you. And there's also a holiday movie about this story, which I have checked out from the library. I have not watched it yet. It was a cute story. I'll tell you a little bit more about it another time, but it had a little bit of crude humor and language, but not over the top. It was fun. You have to suspend your reality a little bit because it's from the perspective of a cat, but it was a lot of fun. And then I am currently reading 3 books. And also, the devotional book that I started for this year is Jesus Lives by Sarah Young. That has been really good so far. I've been reading 1 a day, and it does not go for the whole year. It only has 175 devotions in it, and so I will have to find something else to take me through the end of the year as far as devotionals go. But I'm still looking forward to continuing in that. So the 2 main audiobooks I am listening to right now, my husband got me onto this. This was on the Florida Teen Reads list last school year. And my husband ordered it from the library, and I was like, oh, you're going to read Scythe? And he's like, yeah, everybody at work is reading it. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I've been meaning to get around to it at some point. So he's done with it, and now he's reading Thunderhead. And I am getting close to... I'm getting near the end, and it's really good. Definitely worth the hype that, people say it is. And this one, oh my goodness, I'm reading this right now for book club. It's fantastic. Kristin Hanna, The Great Alone, about a man who has PTSD from Vietnam and takes his family off the grid to Alaska. It's really, really good. Then I am also in the middle of one of the Anne Perry Christmas stories, book 3, A Christmas Guest. I'm listening to that on Hoopla. And that's about all that I'm currently reading. A couple of Christmas books that I didn't get to, I hope to still read this month. We Wish You a Murderous Christmas by Vicki Delaney, and A Patchwork Christmas by Renee DeMarco and Colleen L. Reese. Anyway, I'll get into the rest of my January TBR in a separate video. I mainly am going to focus on catching up with my read-alongs, and I'm way behind on some of them and all caught up on some of them. So I'll let you know about that in a separate video. So for now, that's all I have for this video. I hope you are doing great, and I hope that you have a wonderful, happy new year. Read a good book, and God bless you.